welcome to, okay. I am Allison Reese. I'm the Muppet Master behind Kamala Harris. And this is a very special show. This is our first venture into doing our podcast live. But I also want to thank all of you for doing something that people have not done in history. You saw something online, and you said, I like that enough to go to it in person. So give it up for yourselves. Thank you for being here. We have a fan-fucking-tastic show for you tonight. We have Guy Branum moderating our debates. Yes. We have Dylan Adler doing stand-up. We have Lauren Walker doing stand-up. We've got sketches from the NK Pod Squad. Yes. And of course, we have Kamala Harris facing off against Donald Trump, who, I don't know if you've been following, but Trump got COVID yesterday. Not the real one, you know? And that's what sucks. But luckily, we have a very sweet, very talented friend in Chris Cafero, and he is our Trump for the evening. Give it up for Chris. Really good show ahead. But first, you know what we're going to do first? We're going to reset the teleprompter first. Let's get into some news jokes. Beloved Russian spy whale Vladimir was found dead under mysterious circumstances. The Russian army would have let the spy whale live, but it was said that the army has no tolerance for when a whale goes narwhal. An empty Boeing Starliner is set to return next week while its crew stays in space, which makes it the safest flight anyone will ever have on a Boeing. A federal judge ruled that Donald Trump and his campaign must stop using the Sam and Dave song, Hold On, I'm Coming. Hold on, I'm coming is also what Trump says when someone interrupts him while he's looking in the mirror. Hold on, I'm coming. It's a really good impression, right? It's like the best one. NASA has decided to keep 2 astronauts in space until February, I know. After nixing their return on that troubled Boeing capsule, and it's expected to be the most expensive Hallmark rom-com of all time. Handing out food and drinks from an ice cream truck is now off limits for marijuana businesses in Ohio, keeping the high in Ohio. Do you want to fight me? I think that bitch wants to fight me. Laughing. What an asshole. I know her. So Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro decreed Christmas will start on October 1st, skipping over Halloween. Said goth girls, oh God, whatever. Trump says he wants to make IVF treatments paid for by the government or insurance companies if he's elected. And someone should really tell him that IVF does not stand for infinitely vast fat burger. The con artist and known fraudster Anna Delvey, whose real name is Anna Sorokin, is going to compete on Dancing with the Stars. And in unrelated news, Dancing with the Stars has declared bankruptcy after someone drained the show's entire budget to buy Chanel bag and 5,000 Aston Martins. You guys want to fight me? Hunter Biden pleaded guilty to federal tax fraud charges, marking the first time in history the president's child could bunk in jail with a former president. We all hope, right? In a press conference, while standing next to his lawyers, Trump said, "I'm disappointed in my legal talent." At least he says it standing next to you, said Eric Trump. A Hello Kitty cafe opened at Universal City Walk. They'll be selling sweet treats and not what I thought, pussy. That's right, I'm a pervert. Let's keep this show going. You guys, those were the jokes. I am just so excited for our first guest. We are so lucky to have him here. You've seen him on The Late Late Show. You guys, give it up for Dylan Adler!
I am Eileen Chang. I'm happy to be here. I'm Joel Kim Booster. I'm happy to be here. You guys, before I start my set, I want to get a gay of the room. Make some noise if you are queer. I'm not, but I support you faggots. Just keep fighting! No more than ever, faggots! No, I'm gay, obviously. I'm gay, and I have an identical gay twin brother. I know my mom's uterus is a Dua Lipa concert. I don't know what happened. Our sonogram, we were like, why do they look evil? Our favorite movie growing up was The Parent Trap. You remember The Parent Trap? Yes, important twin media, important. But then we learned Lindsay Lohan was just one girl. Our culture is not your costume, Lindsay. This is Twin Face, bitch. Now we're stuck with the Property Brothers. Fuck, But, my brother, he was always way more high achieving than me growing up. Like, he was literally the principal oboe player to the San Francisco Youth Symphony Orchestra, and I gave myself genital warts from my own hand. I had to go to the dermatologist 14 times, not an exaggeration, to get them frozen off because I couldn't stop giving myself new warts. So my brother was like getting accepted into Juilliard, and my mom was driving me to appointments like, stop touching yourself, I'm paying out of pocket. We were very different, but I'm from the Bay Area originally. Yes, it's Asia, I'm from Asia. Asians are from two places, the Bay and Asia, prove me wrong. So, growing up, I love the high school I went to, and it was very diverse. And sophomore year of high school, we actually changed our mascot to better reflect the diversity of our student body. So we went from James the Cougar to El Gato the Cat. But that just translates to the cat. And our school chant was the cat, the cat, the cat, the cat. Purr, putty, putty, kitty, kitty, meow, 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 the cat. Purr, 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 purr. Biblioteca! Hard to memorize. Not to brag, I recently performed in Hazard, Kentucky, population 500. Oh my God, you're jealous. Jealous? No, it was scary. I was literally performing for people in the audience who just got off their shift at the coal mines. Target demo! Okay, so basically, after the show, it went really rough. And so after the show, I was like, let's get out of here, guys, let's get out of here. A coal miner was walking towards me, and this is how the interaction went. Bitch, I love your song! I'm like, gay coal miner, oh my God, gay coal miner! This is beautiful, this is the representation we needed all along. I have black lung and monkeypox. More gays than, less gays in media, more in the minds, right? More gays in the minds. It's the new Mykonos, right? Send gays to the minds. I didn't realize in every small town in America there are queer people. We went to Arkansas, and I was doing icebreaker bingo at the beginning of the show to break up the tension, and I was like, okay, cross it off. If you own a full set of tools, one woman rose her hand like, sorry, what qualifies as a full set of tools? A lesbian stood up like, if you have to ask, you don't have a full set of tools. Bingo! Bang, bang! I was like, oh my God, beautiful, Our last stop was Memphis, Tennessee, and there was a comic on the lineup who sounded like this. A local comic who sounded like this, and I'm like, you know what? This accent does not imply bigotry, and I need to unlearn my coastal elite bias, because I came to the South thinking that I would change them, but they're changing me, So it was my, Eat, Pray, Love moment, so basically, like, we were having a lovely conversation. He was like, oh, you're in Memphis, you gotta go to, Graceland. I'm like, oh my God, I should. And he's like, you kind of look like Asian Elvis. I'm like, oh my God. And then he was like, no, more like, oh, hound dog. Oh, hound dog. I was like, okay, that's what he did at me. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that, boys. At you. Don't cancel me, cancel him, all right? Send him to the mines. All right? So basically, like, I have a boyfriend and I'm in love. That sounded like a brag, but it's a brag. No, sorry, I have a boyfriend. And what being in love, what it's done for me, it's humanized straight love. Does this make sense? It is humanized. I'm like, is this what Jim and Pam feel? Wow, love is love is love. This is beautiful. There's things that straight couples did that I did not understand. I didn't understand the straight guy impulse to whip out a guitar and sing at your girlfriend. There's no combination of words I can put on the back of a postcard. So I'm like, Now that I'm in love, I have caught myself doing that. But the gay version looks very different. It's more like, what a girl wants, what a girl needs. My boyfriend's like, The mall cop is like, get off the piano, sir. You're a band from Tarzana Westfield for life. Buzzkill. We're two faggots, but we fall into this boyfriend-girlfriend dynamic sometimes. Like, I surprised him in a car ride to Disneyland, and like the whole car ride, he was like, don't touch me! I'm like, okay, we get to Disneyland. I'm like, babe, oh my God, we're in Disneyland, there's a burger place. You want a burger? And he was like, when have you ever seen me eat a fucking burger, Dylan? No hole for you tonight. I'm like, babe, come back. All right, I'm sorry about that. The final thing I'm gonna say, I was recently doing a show hosted by a very kind, well-intentioned white woman, and before I went on stage, she was like, I'm so sorry, I have to, I didn't get your, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it pronounced Dylon? I'm like, now it is, bitch, Dylon! Dylon is my diversity scholarship name. Yes, I'm Dylon. From now on. Thank you, Kelsey. I've been Dylon. Thank you so much. Give it up for Allison.
You have a beard and an Oakley sitting on the back of your head. You drive a huge truck for absolutely no reason. And you quietly love when people call you big dog. Brother, your manholes aren't just filthy, they're a health hazard. You're more than a man, you're a MAGA guy.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Magdalene.
Makeup for the girls. Madeline is a makeup. It's alpha male enhancement. Hide embarrassing blemishes, reduce lines and contour to the gods like a real Trump alpha male. Who says that you have to look like a beta cuck while you take away the rights of LGBTs and women? In fact, let's take a page out of their books while they're down. It's actually cool that JD wears eyeliner and inspiring that Trump wears foundation. We have foundation for all skin types, from Giuliani vampiric pasty white to Matt Gaetz Botox bronze, and of course, Donald T. Orange foundation. This is non-hypocritical, cool alpha male shit, okay? I never did Dragon Colic. This is alpha male makeup. Yeah!
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Magdalene.
Oh my God, I'm clumpy, son of a bitch. Oh my God. Oh God, on my goddamn fingers. I gotta go bowling after this. Fuck.
Alright, how come nobody fucking told me the door was open? Come on. How are you guys doing tonight? Cool. Who are you? Alright, I'm done. That was me trying crowd work. Didn't like it. 0 out of 10, I don't recommend. I don't know why or how stand-ups do it. Stupid, bad. I don't know you, I don't need to. My life is full! Taylor? Is it Taylor? Don't answer me! Okay. All right. We're doing that's good. What we're doing here tonight, I hope you all feel patriotic. What are we doing, guys? Thank you for being here. I am so fucking stoked for our next comic. They're incredible. They're an inspiration. You guys, I'm gonna need to hear you get so fucking loud for Lauren Walker!
What's up, everybody? Hey, what's up? How you doing? Cool. I am Lauren, and my friend told me that I look like a divorced dad with no kids. I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, don't worry about it, because you got a reader's ass and scientist tits. I was like, are you insulting me? What's going on here? No, the reason I look like this is because I'm non-binary, and I don't really know what that means. But what I've been taking it to mean is I should do what men get to do with impunity, you know? Like, you know how men just get to be dirty because they can't figure out soap or whatever? I want to be like that. I don't want to clean up my house before guests come over anymore. It's time my loved ones see how I really live. When my mom comes over and she goes to the bathroom, I want to hear an audible gasp. Okay? Because she sees sprinkled on the floor like confetti are my angry, disembodied pubes. She sees in the trash can getting choked out by my bloody discarded pads and my hopes and dreams. And in the toilet, she sees ooh, what's up, Cord? In the toilet, she sees the explosive remnants of the red velvet churros that I had literally eaten seconds before having to empty my ass out into that porcelain throne, where my mother now stands in absolute shock. And I want her to see that, and I want her to think to herself, this is not how I raised my daughter to host a guest. You know, these floors should be immaculate. The queen should want to eat off of these. What the hell is going on here? Do I know this bitch at all? And that's exactly where I want her. Because in that space, there's room for conversation. There's room for us to get to know each other. Yeah. There's room for me to finally come out to her and tell her that I'm non-binary. To which she will say, what's that, like extra gay? And I'll say, I honestly don't know. I think so. I maybe. I am a lesbian. You may have guessed that. Woo, yay. You may have guessed that from my swagger and my big swinging clit. Woo. That's what it sounds like when I jump double dutch in slow motion. I am a lesbian, but I've been listening to a lot of Meg Thee Stallion lately, and she got me thinking, maybe I want to be straight again. Because boy, does she make heterosexuality sound fun. You know, she makes me kind of want to get it down, you know what I'm saying? She kind of makes me want to throw this pussy back on a nigga, you know what I'm saying? All right, not gonna try anything with anyone here tonight, but in general, I am open to it, friends. I am open to it. Y'all, we're getting to the part of my set where I have not memorized bits, so I'm gonna get my notes out. We're gonna do some new stuff. You guys ready? Woo! Fun. How much time I got? No one will tell me. Okay. Y'all, when I take my shirt off, my nipples, they look cockeyed. It looks like they're doing a real fucked up impression of Forrest Whitaker. And it's not right because that man didn't do nothing to my titties. My titties are just being mean. My titties are being real cunts. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of that one. Now we're moving on to another bit that is incomplete. Sometimes I'll be talking at the TV alone, And I think, man, I wish somebody else was here. But I don't really wish anyone else was there. You know, I just wish someone else was there so that I looked a little less crazy. And I think that's interesting because it's the other person being there that would make me crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to see it talking to the TV alone. Should that tree go to the hospital? It's a real question. We don't know. All right, nobody's taking me, so I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm saying I'm okay. Y'all, I don't shit where I eat, but I fuck where I eat. I eat in bed all the time, especially when I'm depressed. And y'all, I do shit where I eat too, when I'm very sick. I'm currently getting over the flu. I can't tell you how many times I've shit in my bed. I've shit so many times in my bed. I'm gonna try something out and then get out of your hair here. Okay, here we go. There's so much cord on this mic. I think it's ridiculous. I could double dutch with this cord. All right. You wanna hear my labia? Okay. Here we go. Quiet down. We're getting serious. I am young, white, and free. Right, no, I'm not. I'm just trying out some positive affirmations. My real ones go like this. They go like this. I'm black, I'm gay, and I'm enslaved by the capitalist system. I'm black, yeah. That's the best response. I'm black, I'm gay, and I am enslaved. Hey, I'm black, I'm gay, and I am enslaved. Hey, I'm black, I'm gay, and I am enslaved. Your turn. I'm black. Okay, I'm black. I'm gay. I am enslaved. That's right. I'm gay. Okay, I'm black. I'm gay. So that's right. I'm black. I'm gay. Good white girl. I'm black. It's like, let's go. All right, I'm black. Okay, I'm black. It's like, proud of that white old man. He did not say, he ain't said a word. He's not black, he's not gay, nor is he enslaved by the capitalist system. But you capitalizing off that capitalist system. As you ready. He owns all of us. That's my time. Thank you so much. Have a little ride.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? Country spelled C-O-U-N-T-R-Y, or country spelled C-U-N-T-R-Y. There are some people who are big man babies who don't know how to take an L, who choose to sow chaos and fear, but not us. Like Californian great Kendrick Lamar said, they not like us. We choose something different. We choose to be hilarious. When there's video evidence of their presidential candidate hitting on his own daughter, we just say to that, that's not okay. To point out when they stir up violence, become overly concerned with a person's genitals, when they fuck a couch, we say that's weird. We choose a future free from the creepy weirdies trying to enact a nationwide cosplay of A Handmaid's Tale. A future with a president who has the ability to do the Dougie and says funny shit that won't make you feel like shit. A future where you're proud of your country. Because you can't spell Kamala without mama. Make America laugh again.
Good evening. I am Fox News' senior queer living correspondent, Guy Branham, the moderator of this first and only debate between Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. We're coming to you from the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in Los Angeles, California. This improvised debate is 100% real and full of hard-hitting questions for the candidates to help you, the American people, decide your vote this coming November. So please, without any further ado, also, let's hold all applause until you feel like applauding, okay? Please welcome the 45th President of the United States and convicted felon and Republican nominee, Donald John Trump. You guys could applaud just a little, just a little.
Thank you.
Mr. Trump, please take your seat. And now welcome the sitting Vice President of the United States and Democratic nominee, Kamala Harris.
It could have been better, y'all could have been louder.
She's right. To establish some ground rules for this debate, we would like to simply establish that there is no cross-talking. We are not able to turn off your microphone when you are not speaking, but just don't. Point 2, after your opponent answers, you will receive 30 seconds for rebuttals. And I want a good, clean fight, so let's get to it. You guys want to shake hands?
No, thank you.
Okay. The first question is for former President Trump.
Well, maybe we should shake hands. Just, to have some decorum, Let's be adult. We'll be adults about it. We'll shake hands just real quick.
Okay.
Okay, right?
Fine by me.
It's clean.
It's cleaner than you'll ever know. It's the most clean hand in all of the world.
Shut the fuck up. All right, fine.
That's how you start a debate. The first question is for former President Trump. Thank you both for being here, but Mr. Trump, you won the coin toss backstage because you said if you hadn't won, you would, quote, sick Putin on my little fanny. Let's start with an issue that voters say is at the top of their concern. Gun control. There are more guns than people in this country. What else should there be more of than people in this country?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you, P.T. Barnum, for having me. You're a great showman, so am I. I know a great showman when I see one. And it's nice to be here at the Used to Be Theater. That's what I call it. They used to be, because it used to be funny, and then they went woke. It's not so funny anymore. Anyway, what was the question? I already forgot the question.
What should there be more of in this country than people?
What should there be more of? Oh, gun control, that's what it was.
Yes.
So, nobody cares about guns, really. If you think about it, if you look at the polls, nobody's talking about this. Nobody cares about the guns. If we don't need to control the guns. We need to control the bullets. It's like the movie The Matrix. When Neo dodges the bullets, that's what we need to do. He was the one, the chosen one. I am the chosen one. I am Neo. Except the directors of that movie, they became women, and I can't support that. But anyway, I think we need more golf courses than people. If I'm being honest, and I make beautiful golf courses.
Mr. Trump, that's time. Mr. Trump, that's time.
Sure.
Ms. Harris, your rebuttal. Vice President Harris.
Y'all heard him, right? I'm not just having a fever. Look, we need more sweet treats in this country. We need more cake. I feel like everyone will calm the hell down if our blood sugar is just a little bit more than what it is. Okay? And that's it.
No, Vice President Harris,
Yeah.
people have frequently criticized you for not being clear enough about your policies, for expressing a great deal of joy and laughing a lot.
Right.
How would you get America closer to having more sweet treats than people?
Right. So the first thing I would do, so I have a really good recipe.
Okay.
So what you do is you get a tin, right? And it's for mini muffins, but you're not gonna make muffins.
Really?
You're not gonna make muffins. What you're gonna do, you're gonna get a cup and a half of brown sugar, then you're gonna get a cup of regular sugar, or as I call it, white sugar. Controversial. But it's okay. My husband's white, my running mate is white. I'm not white at all. And then you get some Reese's peanut butter cups, some flour. You put it all in. It's not a circle.
No.
It's not a plate.
In the pan?
Bowl.
Oh.
It's a bunt. It's called a bunt.
I fucking forgot he was here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Vice President Harris, that's time. We'll move on to your next question. Though I was really excited for that Reese's Peanut Butter Cup cobbler you were making for us. Vice President Harris, currently the key swing state of Pennsylvania is tied 47-47. Undecided voters will be deciding in so many states. What would you say to convince as yet undecided voters to vote for you?
Right. First, I would say hi. I'm not your mom, but I could be for 4 years. If you're sexist. And the next thing I would say is you're undecided, It sounds like you're decided. It also sounds like you might be dumb. But you know what? If you're undecided or if you are dumb, I'm gonna take care of you. Okay? It's gonna be okay. I got Tim Walz on my side, and he's a palatable white man. Okay? He's like if Steve Nash was from the Midwest. What?
I just want to say that as a representative of Fox News, I am entirely impartial in this situation.
Sure.
But as a member of the media elite, would you say that you have our back, Vice President Harris? Would you say that you have our back?
I have your back. I have your shoulder blades. Right? I got your head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And that's a whole body. That's a whole body, and I got you.
Vice President, that's time. That's time.
Oh.
Former President Trump, your rebuttal. How would you convince undecided voters to vote for you?
Listen, there's no such thing as an undecided voter. They don't exist. They've all decided they're gonna vote for me. Just like Bobby Kennedy Jr. came to my side, great guy.
Boo.
No, no, no. Don't do that. Bobby, let me tell you, Bobby's a great man. You know, ever since I got shot, he's treating me like I'm his daddy. I don't know what it is. But nobody's undecided, and if you are undecided, you need to decide that the decision has already been made, and we're gonna make America great again.
Mr. Trump, that's time. Mr. Trump, just
I'm gonna move my chair down there because I was standing downstream of this.
Well, the next question is for you.
Nobody could see my face. Talk about a rebuttal. It was.
The next question is for you, so you should remain at the podium. But before I ask the next official question, I must ask, Mr. President, are you on Ozempic? What are we doing here? Because it's a different vibe than I've been getting from you on the television.
Yeah, you look really good.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that very much. You see, I'm on the same diet as my terrific Vice President, J.D. Vance. He's telling me what to eat. I don't know if you noticed, he's gotten very slim, and so have I. He's a very handsome man. He's got those beautiful blue eyes. Have you seen these blue eyes? Most beautiful blue eyes, and the chiseled jaw and the supple lips.
All right, let's move on to the actual question. Mr. President, if you are not elected president in November, how will you continue to support and care for this country?
If I don't win? Well, here's the deal. There's no way I don't win. I've already won. The election at this point is already just a formality because I've already won and everybody already knows that I've won. And if I don't win by some chance, then you won't have a country. So there's no country to support. You see, the only way she wins is if she's a cheetah pumpkin eater. And I don't like pumpkin. I don't like the pumpkin spice lattes. So no. But also probably I'll move to Venezuela.
Thank you. Vice President Harris, your rebuttal.
Wow, yeah. So, I agree, you look really good.
Thank you.
And I think it's so brave that you moved the diaper from your ass to your ear. You know, you do look good, Donald. Your hair, it's real shiny. You don't shower?
It's Pantene.
Shut up. You know, what was your question? If not elected?
Yes, how will you continue to support this country?
Right, from Venezuela, I think.
All right, the next question is for you, Vice President.
Right.
The question is, what exactly is brass tacks and how do you intend to get down to it? But if possible, Vice President Harris, if you could, for the first half of your answer, deliver it as though you were speaking to a bunch of soccer moms in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And then for the second half, deliver it as though you were speaking to the members of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority in Atlanta, Georgia.
What any of that is, but it sounded like you said white women twice.
No. Apparently I'm more familiar with the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority than you are.
Well, I'm half. So.
Where is my apple green and salmon pink? Not here.
I have no idea.
No, I
Right.
said women.
You want me to say it white than say it black?
Yes.
Right.
Like the cookie.
So, a brass tacks, okay. That's when you hear music and it doesn't follow a rhythm. Okay? And it's just kind of going and you're like, I could dance to this, but then they switch it up, right? And now you want the second half.
And now I would like the second half.
This is fucked up. Hey. Look, we're just gonna get down to it. A brass tacks, it's jazz. Is that what you wanted?
Yes, I would have preferred if you had held up some albums and talked about your relationship with your father a little bit more, but
right.
I was satisfied. I
haven't watched those videos, so.
Mr. Trump, your rebuttal.
Do the same rules apply as far as...
Oh, dear God, no.
So, here's the deal with brass tacks. First of all, I love South Africa. It's a great country. Terrific country.
Yeah, hundreds of years of apartheid, but gays could get married there before the United States. So let's keep that laughing in check just a little.
Yeah, seriously, it's not laughing. And by the way, apartheid when I'm president, it will be a full tide. No, it's true. And here's the deal with the brass tacks. She wants the brass tacks. She wants the tax brass and copper and silver. I like the gold tax because I like gold. Everything I have is gold. I love golden grams. I love golden toilets.
Mr. President.
I love the golden... Well, I don't love the golden girls. They're past their prime. Although, I'd fuck Blanche. Let's be honest. We would all.
Let's be honest.
She had a hell of a rap.
Mr. President, that's time.
Okay.
Mr. President, the next question is for you. Mr. President, at the National Association of Black Journalists, you questioned the Vice President's race, and you have more recently been questioning her intellect. Would you do an impression of the Vice President? This is a question that was given to me. When I asked the vice president to do it 2 ways, the vice president was not prepared for that, and so I apologize to the vice president, but they fucking wrote this one, so don't blame me.
You can blame me.
No, but first of all, it's such a nasty question. And it reminds me really of the black journalist meeting that I went to.
Why do you say it like that?
Black, that's how it's pronounced.
No, you
black.
said it with like a caps lock
Yeah,
at the
there's
beginning
like
and
letters in
the
it.
What?
Black.
Oh my god.
So anyway, as you saw, she does 2 different things. First, she's the Wisconsin white, then she's the Kappa Gamma. So, here's the deal. I'm not gonna do an impression, okay? Because I know a trap when it's set for me. This is your way of getting me to do drag. You want me... No. You want me to act like a woman and wear makeup, which I would never do.
You're wearing makeup right now.
Absolutely not. And you know what's terrible is these people, they want drag. They want them to teach your children. They want them to feed your children. They want your children to be drag. And I'm not gonna lie.
Mr. President, that's time. Madam Vice President, it's time for your rebuttal. And if you do have a plan for drag cafeteria ladies in this country, I'd like to hear more about it.
Drag cafeteria ladies?
Yes.
Okay, I see it now. It's a bunch of drag queens.
Yes.
Right? And they're all the recess aides.
Uh-huh.
So they're the ones you go to
Yeah.
when you have a problem and they just roast the shit out of a bunch of 7-year-olds.
What is our hairnet policy going to be?
No hair nets, a lot of hair, extra hair, no nets.
All right, and Madam Vice President, your rebuttal, will you do an impression of the 45th President of the United States?
All right, give me a second. And
That was
from Jurassic Park.
That was uncanny, Vice President. That
Thank
was
you so
uncanny.
much.
A round of applause. We're just past the halfway point of the debate. Do either of you need electrolytes or water or anything?
Diet Coke.
All right.
I'm gonna abolish the electrolyte chair.
Next question is for you, Vice President Harris. Vice President Harris, you and your, let's be honest, adorable husband, Doug, live on the west side of Los Angeles. If you become President of the United States, it will truly fuck up the 405 on a regular basis. Why is the traffic in Los Angeles so terrible, and how would you make transportation more efficient?
Well, have you seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I am a journalist, I'm quite familiar.
Yeah, so what we would do, okay, is we would open up Toontown again. And we would undo what GM did and re-put rails in. And really what we need, you know, never send a Republican to do a Twink's job.
Okay.
And that's why we have Pete Buttigieg. So we're gonna open up Toontown and let Pete have at it, do whatever the fuck he's been up to.
Just to fact check, real time,
Right.
A 45-year-old gay man, no matter how 5'8" an elfin, is not a twink anymore. Thank you very much. That secretary done twonked.
See, we have the opportunity to learn every day. And I'm no exception. Twonk. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Vice President.
Twonk.
That's your time. Former President Trump, what would you do to improve traffic in Los Angeles, California?
First of all, I don't know what a twonk is. It's probably one of these pronouns.
Eric on a good day?
Okay. No, I see that now.
Oh, actually, you guys aren't going to get this, but Madison Cawthorn, the terrible Nazi Republican from North Carolina.
Great,
at the end
great
of the,
patriot.
Yes, in a wheelchair, hot. Okay, keep going.
That much I cannot condone. But as far as traffic goes, you see, Kamala, she destroyed this city. The Democrat-run cities are riddled with traffic. None of the red cities have traffic. I don't know if you noticed this. They should call them the green cities because they go. So,
Generally because they don't have economies.
well, that's, you know what? Listen, I thought you were with Fox News. I'm a little confused, PT. Okay? I don't appreciate it. But look, if everybody just flew a helicopter, this wouldn't be a problem. We can do this and we can do it and we're gonna do it. And we've done it and it's already been done. And it's doing and it's been doneing.
That's a beautiful point. Mr. President, if you are re-elected president after a term of not being president for the first time since the 19th century, what would a second Trump term look like?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what a second Trump term would look like. It's gonna look smoking hot. The second Trump America's gonna have big fake titties and blonde hair and new teeth. And it's gonna be really tight. We're gonna keep it tight because, you know, they don't keep it tight anymore. And it's really sad.
That's time. A question for Vice President Harris. Vice President Harris?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, would you like to rebut that?
He described a woman
Yes.
with like,
Would you like to re-describe her butt? Would you like to rebut that?
all right, I would love to rebut that. Can I get a beat? All right, no, nope.
All right, Madam Vice President.
Yeah.
Who should play you in a movie and why?
Oh, Zendaya. Zendaya, every day. I'm sorry. No, her or, what the fuck's her name? Jennifer Beal? One of them.
Oh, yes. Jennifer Beals.
Yeah, not
I
Jessica
like her.
Biel.
I like Jennifer.
Hey, you don't fucking imply I don't know who Jennifer Beals is, okay? Don't fucking imply I don't know who Jennifer Beals is, okay?
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't watch all of the L Word. Like
Oh, you did?
I didn't fucking watch Flashdance. Like I didn't pretend to be Jennifer Beals when I was in like 3rd grade.
Wow.
Okay.
You've come so far.
I know, I'm quite old.
Is she related to Jessica Biels? I'm just curious.
The next question is, we've only got a couple of questions left, I guess. Mr. Trump, would you like to rebut who should play Vice President Harris in a movie?
I always rebut. Because the first butt is never as good. So who should play Kamala in the movie, which no one would see, by the way? I think it should be Sydney Sweeney. Because she has something about her, I don't know what it is. But they draw the eye, and they are bountiful. Which is a new word I learned recently.
Mr. Trump.
Yes, Gay Barnum.
Thank you. What an imaginative re-rendering of my name. Mr. Trump.
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite amendment? And do you know what an amendment is?
Yes, I know what an amendment is. It's a great word. It's one of my favorite words. It has the word men in it twice.
That's a really good point.
You know, every now and then I have a good point. You see, my favorite amendment is the 5th, because it lets me not get in trouble. Because I don't like to tattletale on myself. But I also like the First Amendment. It's great. Because it's got the freedoms, you know. But I read the Bible, and
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
Yes.
Vice President Harris, what is your favorite amendment and why?
Amendment. A-M. E-N. M-E-N. Wait. T. Amendment.
Vice President Harris, you are a lifelong prosecutor.
It's the first.
Okay, why?
Because I want to just say shit. I want to be able to talk shit, be on my shit, do that shit.
And work that shit.
And work that shit.
Vice President Harris, only two questions left. Or two more questions for each of you. First, Vice President Harris, if you could pivot away from coconuts, what other tropical fruit would you like to become obsessed with?
It's controversial. Tropical fruits?
Tropical fruits. We are restricting tropical fruits.
God, you know, bananas.
Can I ask why?
Because that shit is bananas.
I'm sorry, that's time. Do we have time for... Vice President Harris, do we have time for one final question for each of you?
Yeah,
or are we just done?
I don't know what the fuck that was. But I do want to share what I have been drawing, if that's okay with you.
Please.
Before we get to the last question.
Okay.
I do have something I want to show you if it doesn't exist. That's what I've been doing. Up here I have my little pen, and that's what I drew for you all. You can see it's coconuts. It took a long time. The shading, and then I have Doug, because he's cute, right?
He's adorable.
And then Cool S.
Right. Can I ask one final question of each of you? One final running mate related question of each of you? All right, first, Vice President Harris, the country is obsessed with your VP Picks dad energy. Yeah. If Tim Walz was a TV dad, which TV dad would he be?
Ooh, I don't know. They're all kind of Republican, right? Ooh, Phil from Modern Family.
Why?
Why? I don't know. Look at that face. You look at that face, you're like, yeah, I bet you would get into some hijinks, but I'd forgive it.
He's built like a can from Modern Family, thank you very much.
That doesn't mean that his personality can't be Phil.
Alright, that's fair.
He can be a Phil sun and a Cam rising. And a Claire moon, because we all need a little backbone.
Mr. President, can you say one nice thing about your running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance?
Only one? First of all, just to answer the last question, I would be our chief bunker. Because she gets to say the N-word and everybody loves it.
No.
Yes, he does. I've seen it. But let me tell you something about J.D. Vance. I told you about his lips and how supple they were earlier. He has a tight waist. He keeps it tight. And he has a wet mouth that he uses to share the message of the MAGA movement. And he's a great man, and he's a great...
I'm sorry.
I was told there would be no cross speak.
Even though your mic is supposed to be off, Vice President Harris, but I believe, did you just speculate that former President Trump and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance have fucked?
Well, yeah, if they're fucking couches, they gotta be fucking each other. Also, you're about to deep throat that microphone. Like, oh my god.
Excuse me.
You're gonna break a tooth.
I don't appreciate that.
Sick.
Okay, listen. I just want to be very clear. JD and I are not outside. Because I've only been with him when he's awake. And that's not my thing.
All right, that's time. We only have time for brief concluding comments from the Vice President and President. Madam Vice President, you would go first.
All right. So y'all have been awake for this whole thing and you saw that. Right? Like, I'm not going crazy. That's like the guy. Fuck. Look, I don't want to be fucked. I don't want this country to get fucked. Unless we're fucking. You know what I mean? So come November, and I hope you come November. The double entendre, she got it. Hey, Taylor. Look. When you're coming in November, I hope you come for Kamala.
Mr. President, your closing remarks.
Thank you. First of all, it was a really disgusting display with a filthy mouth, a nasty mouth. It's very unbecoming. So, I don't need to tell you to vote for me because I'm gonna be a great president for everybody, including women. We're gonna be great for women. We're gonna be great for reproductive rights, even women without babies. I love women who can't have babies. I named my son after them, Baron. So I love them and they love me. But listen, if you want to save your country, then you need to ride with Trump, and we're gonna make America MAGA again. We're gonna MAGA. On November 4th, thank you.
This concludes the very real and very accurate debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. All your voter questions have been thoroughly answered, and choosing a president will come incredibly easy this November. I've been your moderator, Gay Barnum. Thank you and good night.
Thank you guys all for coming. Thank you for participating. I'm Allison Reese. That was Chris Cafero and Guy Branham. Give it up for them. Oh my God. This has been the NK Pod Live, our first live show. You just saw a debate. I hope you know where your vote is going. And if you don't, you can scan this QR code here, see if you're registered to vote, and if you're not, you should fucking do that now. And I've made it easy. Right, thank you so much to the NK Pod Squad. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Beowulf. Thank you to UCB and their lovely house staff. I don't think you have to tip anyone, but if you want to throw me a couple bucks, that'll be nice. Taylor, I love you. Night!